Introducing the People's Moss Landing Water Desal Project, a green, sustainable project. Water is vital for every man, woman, child, pet, and plant. It is also vital for our local economy. The Monterey Peninsula ratepayers, residents, business owners, hotels, and restaurants, we all need a new, reliable, and affordable source of fresh water now and for generations to come. There are currently two primary sources of drinking water for the Monterey Peninsula, the Carmel River and the Seaside Aquifer. If by 2014 there is not a 70% reduction in the water taken from the Carmel River, there will be severe water rationing imposed on all water users. And if the 70% reduction does not occur by 2016, Cal-Am will face a huge fine from the state that will be passed on to the ratepayers. There already is a solution to our water dilemma, and it's right here in our own backyard. The People's Moss Landing Water Desal Project, a desalination project that was actually launched in 2004. This desal project will replace the water that is being pumped from the Carmel River. It will produce 10,700 acre-feet per year, and we can have this water within 12 months after permits. In this program, you'll learn the facts about this exciting solution, the history of the project, why this is a perfect location, the cost benefits of the existing infrastructure, and the energy cost savings. In fact, you'll learn how Monterey Peninsula ratepayers will save hundreds of millions of dollars and will finally have a new, reliable, and affordable pure water source in a relatively short amount of time. Why should the ratepayers have to pay to build something if it already exists? The site was originally built by Henry Kaiser and was formerly the National Refractories and Minerals Corporation site, where minerals were extracted from the seawater to build fireproof bricks. Desalination is not a new concept. The technology already successfully delivers water to more than 120 countries worldwide, and it proves to be a reliable, drought-resistant, and affordable water solution. One of the biggest advantages of this project is the existing infrastructure. Mr. Nader Aga is the managing partner and the founder and developer of the 200-acre Moss Landing Green Business Park. He leads the People's Moss Landing Water Desal Project's highly experienced management and engineering team. Mr. Aga has been involved in real estate development and construction in Monterey County since 1969. Many industry professionals consider him an expert estimator. He has worked the numbers, and his plan will save the Monterey Peninsula ratepayers hundreds of millions of dollars.
When I purchased the 200 acres in Moss Landing, I realized it's the most suitable location for a desalination plant, as been told by the Moss Landing Marine Laboratory.
The site is presently permitted for seawater intake and discharge of up to 60 million gallons per day. This water was conveyed from the existing pipelines and pump stations originally installed and permitted to support the magnesium extraction from the seawater and refining operation which was previously conducted at the site. Back then, the water was discharged back into the ocean. The only difference now is that instead of the water being discharged to the ocean, the water produced by the People's Moss Landing Water Desal Project will be made available at the site to the water distribution pipe and then to the Monterey Peninsula's households and businesses. George Moniz has been overseeing the refurbishing of the pipes, tanks, and pumps for the last few years.
Tell me what you did over here.
Okay, Nader, what we did over here, before we painted the 36-inch pipelines, we cleaned them all, we pressure tested them and water tested them. We welded all the leaks, no leaks, all the way down from the seawater pier to the tanks. Everything is in good condition now.
You were in charge of refurbishing and surfacing the 7 3 million gallons tanks.
Yes, sir. What we did is we went into every tank, cleaned out all the bottom, redid the whole thing with new concrete.
So it costs about $300,000 to $400,000 to fix those tanks.
Yes, sir, at least. And we've done all the electrical new from the substation all the way down to the seawater pier under the Highway 1. And we have 480 volts, 1-aught wire, and we've done it all brand new.
How easy is it, since we have all the infrastructure, to bring the plant over here and install it and connect it to these pipes?
We have everything taken care of. All we need to do is push a button on the electrical there and start the pumps, and everything else is all set up.
It is important to remember that millions of dollars have been spent to improve the site.
We have approximately 200 acres on the site. Out of this 200 acres, about 60 acres in this area is designated for the desalination plant and for the solar energy. This will eliminate the need for land acquisition. This property is zoned for light and heavy industrial and for the production of utilities, and this will eliminate the need for having the zoning change or rezoned.
There are 14 existing storage tanks already on site, capable of holding 44 million gallons of water.
We also have on the site a 12 kV electrical system, which will help in reducing or probably eliminating the cost of the infrastructure for electricity. We have 2 intake pipes for over 60 million gallons, even though we need only 12 million. And we have 2 outfall pipes, one terminate at our property in the small marine enclave, and we have another one goes through our property through or underground under the island into the deep sea. This existing 60 million gallons outfall will eliminate the massive cost of the construction under the highway, under the harbor, under the island into the deep sea. We have an existing elaborate railroad system with 3 spurs existing on the property. This will eliminate the need for using trucks on Highway 1 and Highway 101. We have nearby 5 acres with 2 wells on it, which produces 2,100 gallons per minute, which could be used as a source for construction and for operation, and also as a backup system, which is a requirement by the health department. We have been fortunate to purchase a small desalination plant, portable on wheels, which produces 50,000 gallons per day, which is perfect to be used as a pilot project at no cost to the ratepayers. We recently hired a consultant to do the environmental impact report on the site for the desalination plant at no cost or additional cost to the ratepayers.
The cost per acre-foot of water is approximately $1,512 or less. It is important to note that a significant cost of a desal plant is the cost to run it, including the cost of energy, which is estimated to be as high as 55%. Included is a 6-megawatt solar energy system, which will reduce the operating cost at least 50%. This will save the ratepayers hundreds of thousands of dollars in energy costs year after year. Plus, the energy recovery system will reduce the balance of the energy cost by another 20 to 25%. Desal America, the owner of the desal unit, will sell it to us at its actual cost only. As a consideration, Desal America will retain the right to use this plant as a demonstration pilot project. This not only saves money, but it will also be a boost to the local tourism industry and the economy as people travel here from around the world. The ratepayers will also save hundreds of thousands of dollars on the financing because the public agency will qualify for AAA rating. This drastically reduces the interest charges on the financing for the project. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the intake of the seawater and the protection of the sea life. It's important to note that Mr. Aga has instructed his experts to include a state-of-the-art filtration system. This will better protect the sea organisms, as much as is humanly possible.
As you see, we have 100% of all the supporting infrastructures for a desalination plant. We know how to do it. We know how to cut the price down. We know how to make it very affordable to the ratepayers, and we are ready to do it.
The cost of the land, the infrastructure, including pipes, tanks, pumps, the desal plant, the pilot project, the environmental impact report, and the solar energy system will be $128 million or less. The People's Moss Landing Water Desal project is the only real, quick, and affordable solution to the water dilemma for Monterey Peninsula ratepayers. It is green, sustainable, and is a service to the community now and to future generations to come.
I love this community. I love Monterey Peninsula, and I know I could help in solving the water crisis and build a desalination plant in this area where it will be affordable for everybody.
Nader is a very innovative business thinker, a very determined man, and he's determined to make this project here, this desalination plant, work for the people of Monterey Peninsula. We want your support too. Thank you.
For more information, go to www.thepeopleswater.com. Thank you.